Hey guys, Jonathan Kellard here. Wanted to talk to you about just taking responsibility for where you are, what's happening, what's going on right now. And I know I've talked about this before, but I think it's a big thing, and a lot of us overlook it. I think a lot of times we try to put people in their roles, and we say, well, they're responsible for this, they're responsible for that, they're responsible for this. So as long as they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do, I can succeed and get done what I need to do. And so you try and limit. You say, okay, I'm only going to do these couple things. So you got to make sure you do what you're supposed to do. Otherwise, I'm not going to be successful. So you better do what you try and hold other people accountable to doing what they're supposed to do. Now, don't get me wrong. You got to do that to a degree, because if somebody says they're going to do something, or that's their job or their responsibility to do it, they need to do that. However, I still look at it like, bottom line, I got to make sure I get it done, because I'm not going to put my success, I'm not going to leave my success in the hands of somebody else on whether or not they're motivated, they're driven, they remember to do something. And so really what I want to encourage you, just really quick here, is that whatever you're doing, you need to take responsibility for that to some degree. If you're, it doesn't matter. If your manager says, well, they're supposed to do XYZ, and you're like, okay, well, they're going to do XYZ, and you just kind of sit there and say, okay, well, they don't get it done, they don't do that. Then you come back and say, well, you said you were going to do this. Well, other things came up, other priorities happened, and obviously you're upset because you're affected because they didn't get that done. Well, you should be making sure that that's getting done and following through that project, and following through that system, or whatever system's in place. So that's what I want to encourage you guys to do, is not to sit and just say, okay, well, they're supposed to do it, and if they don't do it, they're not a good leader, they suck, they're not, I can't trust them ever again. I mean, that may be the case, but really what you got to make sure the job gets done. So honestly, that means taking more onto your plate, and that's what it is. You got to take more on your plate, and you got to get the job done, because at the end of the day, you want to be successful. At the end, you want to make sure everything's working out, and it's working for you, and you're moving ahead, and you're progressing, and great things are happening to you. But in order for that to happen, you gotta take responsibility. And sometimes it's just giving them a quick text or an email or call saying, hey, did you get a chance to talk on that? Did you get a chance to finish that up? Did you get a chance to do that? And just reminders. Maybe they got caught up with other stuff, and so you remind them to, okay, I got to get that done. So don't sit around blaming other people that you're not where you are because somebody didn't do what they said they're going to do. That's not going to work. Don't do that. That's not a good thing. You really got to make sure that if it's going to happen, you got to make sure that it happens. You can orchestrate the pieces, you can make it happen, but you got to take full responsibility for that, and not blame other people because you're not where you are, where you feel like you're supposed to be. You got to take that and make it happen. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Hope that helps. Take care.